Welcome back, everyone. So we are going to be taking a look at all of my 100% IV Pokemon. I made a video about this a while back, and now we're going to check in and see all my different 100%s. Alright, so as you can tell, I have switched up my buddy to Crobat because I just want to show Crobat a little love. I used to have him as my buddy back in when you were able to first walk around with buddies in the actual main series game. So I figured I'll put him as my buddy too, because I really like Crobat, to be honest. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. I had put a little symbol in front of them so I can identify them right off the bat. Easy peasy. Let's do this. And I'll try to think about where I got them and how I got them. Now this one right here, I do believe I hatched it. Now it's not going to show the egg, because if it didn't hatch from the egg, it's because of the update. It was a long time ago. And if you hatched from an egg a long time ago before the update, where they show them, like, let me see if I can find one here. Like this right here. It's just going to show a Pokeball. Alright, so anyways. Yes, 100% Venusaur. Very nice. And I'm not powering up a lot of these 100s quite yet, because, well, I've powered up several others, and I know I've only powered up one Venusaur, but Stardust is quite the rare thing to have, so I'm just kind of holding on to it. Because like I said, I've powered up a few of these Pokemon already. By the time I got with these 100s, I'm just thinking to myself, you know what, do I really need to power up another one? But anyways, this one right here, in fact, came from a raid, as you can tell, the raid ball. Excuse me. So, pretty nice. I already powered up two of those other Charizards, so I'll hold off on this. I'll probably power this up one day when maybe Mega Evolutions come out. We'll have to see. And who knows when that's ever going to happen. Alright, so just throwing it out there. This one, I do believe I hatched this one. Yep, for sure. Obviously, the egg is right there. So, pretty nice. Unfortunately, I've already maxed out 3 Machamps, and it literally was the day after I maxed out my last Machamp where I received this one right here. And I was just thinking to myself, oh, well, typical of me to max out all these Pokemon and then receive a 100 of it. But nonetheless, it's still nice. Machamp is an extremely useful Pokemon. I would say one of the top 5 most useful Pokemon currently in the game at the moment, because of all the tank normal types, alright, and all the Pokemon that get dropped into gyms that are weak against fighting. Alright, so let's go ahead and move along here. OG Kush, one of my biggest supporters and helpers from back in the day. Alright, as you can see, quite a long time ago, over a year. Yeah, they're pretty nice. And I could check them all like this, but I mean, you guys trust me, right? I'm not going to just lie about that, right? HP, attack, defense, and most of my subscribers and a lot of my watchers probably already know that this is 100. Because I've said it quite a few times, and, well, I've had it for over a year. If you've been watching me, you probably know. Alright, so, Victory Bell. Let's talk about it. Is it good? Would you want to even power one up? I would suggest you would want maybe just one. Not maxed out, but give it a shot. I mean, there's so many other grass types, but personally, it's a 100, so I maxed it out, and now I'm not forced to use it, but, you know, I spent all this Stardust in it, so I'm going to use it. It's always been good. It's always been a help. I was able to go to an Omnistar raid and bring it down to literally half health with just OG Kush. Just Victory Bell, okay? You let that sink in. Alright, so it's got Razor Leaf and Leaf Blade, and I love that set. Not only for attacking, but I can drop it in a gym, and it's going to continuously have that special hitting the enemy. Alright, even if it's not very effective if they're using a fire type, nonetheless, it's still going to make them use more potions, which seem to be very rare nowadays, unless you're doing raids. So, the more damage you do to the enemy, the better. Make them use their potions. Alright, so we have a Dugong here, sitting at 100. Ice Shard and Ice Wind. That is I would assume, a decent defender set, because I love these multiple charge moves. They're very good. Before I was kind of like, Alright, because I usually would want the strongest hitting Pokemon for attacking gyms, because back in the day, if there was a level 10 gym, because the CP did not decrease, or whatever you want to call it, and everything was so tough, so you just needed everything to hit as hard as possible. And yeah, what I'm trying to get at is, I kind of didn't really pay attention to the multiple charge moves back in the day, but now they're more useful. So, with that said, 100% Dugong is not bad, because look at 124 HP and it hasn't even been powered up. Alright, so that's pretty good. It's a decent tank. It can hold its own. It can take quite a few hits. And its typing is pretty nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and move along. Ooh yeah, Gengar. Now you all know I just received this one recently. Finally, one of my favorite Pokemon. I just got 100. Over a year playing, and I just finally found one. Alright, so I did receive this one from a raid. It was a couple days ago, and unfortunately, of course, I just got done maxing out 3 Gengars. And not only that, but all three of them hit the 10,000 power up. Now you're kind of probably wondering, what do you mean 10,000 power up? Well, there was an update Niantic released that allowed you to power up your Pokemon one more time. Now the question is, were they trying to let us power it up 2 more times or 1 more time? Because with this extra additional 10,000 power up and then 15 candies, it was bringing them up to level 39, which wasn't max. So they took that update away. I don't know what's going on. I really can't explain too much. All I know is that I powered up my other Gengars like super maxed out. And I spent so much Stardust. So investing more Stardust in a 4th Gengar at this point would be a little, not foolish or anything. I would feel like it'd just be kind of a waste. Could it help me? Yeah, sure. But at the same time, I have the Mewtwo's. And the only reason why I'm going to be using 3 or 4 Gengars right now would be to attack another Gengar with Focus Blast, or an Alakazam with Focus Blast. And that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. So at the moment, I'm not going to power this up. We'll let it go for a minute. Unfortunately, also, it has Hex, which is, is not bad, but Shadow Claw is that one legacy move that you just really want. Maybe one day breeding can come in and I can pass over these IVs. I think it's like the female passes over the IVs and the male passes over the moves, so that sucks. Anyways, let's go ahead and move along. Rock Steady. Now this one right here is going to be great, and I mean so good when Gen 4 drops. Rhyperior? Are you kidding me? This thing right here is a stage 1 Pokemon. Alright? That means it has another evolution. And it reaches a 3200 CP. That's crazy. Can you imagine when he gets his 3rd evolution? This thing will be getting powered up then. And all that good stuff. Alright, so that's why I'm not going to power it up now. Plus, there's no real use, really, to power up another Rhydon. The only real use, you can use them to attack. They're good attackers. But a lot of people would drop them in the gym. You don't really see them in there too much anymore. But nonetheless, I have a 100 ready to go for Gen 4 Rhyperior. Let's go. That's going to be some craziness. Let me take a prediction guess here. What do I think its CP is going to max out at? I haven't looked at any sites. I haven't seen anybody put any predictions. I think I've seen a few videos of people doing predictions of what the CP is, but I absolutely don't remember what they said. So let me go ahead and take a shot. It's landing at about 3200 CP. That's not even a 100%. And so I'm going to take a guess. Rhyperior is going to land at, when it's maxed out, at around 3600 CP. But we'll just have to see. Let's go ahead and move on to the next. Now we have Jinx. Yeah, I put laugh out loud. It is funny. It was right outside my house, and it's a Jinx. I know they're okay, and it's a pretty good attacker. It's like a glass cannon. But the only thing is, sorry, it just looks so weird to me. I mean, I just can't use it or take it serious. I mean, anything different about it would just be great, but anyways, doesn't really matter. It's a Jinx. It's still good. It hits hard, and it's got, I think, the best moveset, to be honest with you. Confusion, and Avalanche. Wow, that's actually Wreck City. So, have one of those, pretty good. Let's go ahead and move along. Alright, so I have a few 100 Gyarados. I don't think I marked both of them. We'll have to go take a look. Because I was sitting at 19 100s. And I was like, dang it, are you serious? I wanted 20 even. So I think we're sitting at 20 even. We'll have to go back and check really quick. So let's see. I do believe I hatched this. Yeah, I hatched this back in the day. So, didn't power it up because I maxed out my one Gyarados. That was at 96. And I figured to myself, Gyarados is good, but he sucks at defending. I mean, if you go in there with the electric type and hit it with, I mean, you can go in there with a weak electric type. As long as you dodge, you're going to take him out so quick. Now, I'm not saying Gyarados is a bad Pokemon, but he's just 2 times weak against electric types. Alright, so, yeah. Anyway, I wasn't one of those people who maxed out 4 or 5 Gyarados right in the beginning of the game because I had high CP so I can have my name way at the top of the gym. I didn't really care about that. And if you did do that, I mean, I'm not trying to down talk on you. I'm just saying, let's just sit back and think about that for a minute. To have your name at the top, you're spending a lot of Stardust, okay? Because just think about it. Was Gyarados even a great defender? Sure, he did damage, but I mean, come on. Every Pokemon does. Alright, so we have a 100% Vaporeon, which you guys remember me catching that from a raid. As you can see, the Premier Ball. Not bad. And I know a few of you were asking me to max it out. Well, I will maybe one day, but at this point, I'm going to not do that because, I mean, how it would help me. It would absolutely help me. I need a good water attacker, but you guys have to understand Gen 3 is coming, alright? And it's not like Gen 3 is going to have so much better Pokemon than Gen 1 and 2, but I want to invest my Stardust in different things, so we'll just have to wait and see. This thing will get powered up one day. Okay, Vape? Don't worry, buddy. Alright, so we have Blaze. This one has been with me for a long time. Now, it's about 2 months after the game released. My good old buddy, Blaze. Preview. He's been a great help to me. Only downfall about Flareon is it can't take too many hits, but it still has massive damage. So I used this back in the day to help me take out level 10s from time to time, because sometimes it would be like right on. Gyarados, Dragonite. And, well, what is fire strong against any of those? Absolutely not. Not very effective, so I had to sit out quite a few times. But nonetheless, it's still 100. Pretty nice. Now I just need a Jolteon at 100 and a Espeon and a the other one. I'm blanking out his name right now. Alrighty. Snorlax, Umbreon. There you go. Sorry. So we have Lick and Heavy Slam. I would personally change that Lick, maybe, because Lick is a very nice attacking move. I mean, personally, it's so quick. But the other one is better for defense, obviously. And I don't think I'll be using Snorlax to attack gyms too often, if you know what I mean. But I have a 100 of it. I went out there and caught it. Pretty nice. That's a very good CP. Seriously. This thing will get maxed out one day. Optimum. I don't know. I think I might want to change that name. We'll see. I hatched this, I do believe. No, I didn't. I caught it. No, I hatched it. It was before the update. I remember hatching it. I was actually leaving my neighborhood, and I checked its IV. No, I was just driving around catching Pokemon. And I hatched it. And then all of a sudden, I was checking it. It was 100. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That's awesome. So, I have a 100 Dragonite. Pretty cool. I put it at Dragon Tail and Outrage because I personally think those are the two best, literally best moves for Dragonite at the moment. But that could be interpreted by people differently. I mean, other people can say, well, Dragon Breath and Dragon Claw, that's the best move, or Dragon Tail and Dragon Claw, which you wouldn't be wrong. I mean, it's different people's playstyles. But personally to me, I know that Dragon Tail hits hard, not Dragon Breath when you drop them in a Drim. Can't talk this morning. When I drop them in a Drim. When I drop them in a gym. And Outrage does 110 damage per charge attack. That's crazy. I seriously thought that was gonna get nerfed. Now I don't want it to, but I was just like, okay, that's literally like one charge move. Some Pokemon don't even get 110 for one charge attack, and they've only got one bar. Alright, so let's move along to the next one, probably the most useless 100% I have, and that's because it's sitting at 72 CP, and it's not a useless Pokemon, it's just, I'm never powering this up, period. Never gonna power it up. I mean, the Stardust it's gonna take to max this out or bring it up is ridiculous, and there's no real point to have it. I mean, sure, there's Pokemon that are weak against Poison and Bug, but there's other options that I'd rather invest my Stardust in, especially even if it's not even 100. Anything else that's strong, because I mean, what? Sorry, Gyarados, you're good, buddy, but you're cool looking and all that, but I mean, 72 CP. Let's see when I found that first really quick. Yeah, I obviously caught it because you don't hatch low CP like that. Alright, so now we have Crobat. Alright. Air Slash and Sludge Bomb. I've had this one for quite some time. I would have maxed this one out. You know why I didn't max this one out and I maxed out my other one? It was at like 90 something %. Is because we didn't have TMs back in the day, right? This one had Shadow Ball and the other one had Sludge Bomb. So I was like, well, the other one's gonna get Stab. I mean, I'm gonna just power up the other one. And I left the 100, but I've recently switched the Shadow Ball to Sludge Bomb because now, well, we have TMs to switch moves. I will be powering it up. Don't know when, but I will, because Crobat, in fact, is a strong Pokemon in this game. They did him right. CP-wise, it's okay. It can be better, but it doesn't really matter. It hits hard, and it can take quite a few hits, to be honest. All right, and if you guys know anything about me, secretly, like little hints that I put in my videos, you might already have an idea of who I'm doing the power of next. Kind of just gave that away, but you understand. Like if you see my buddy, and I don't really talk about my buddy, but you see it's something new, and you're like, wow, he doesn't really walk with that as his buddy too much. Or if I'm paying attention to a specific Pokemon for a long time, I do little subliminal things like that. Nothing weird, okay? Nothing weird subliminal. Just kind of like hints as to who I'm going to power up next. I don't think anybody's picked up on them. There's been maybe like 1 or 2 times because I made it a little bit obvious. But other than that, let's move along. K-Poke, blah, 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 right? All right, so Confusion and Blizzard for my 100%. Slowking, very nice. Had him for some good time now. And he's actually quite useful. The only downfall about Slowking is he can't learn a charge move that has 2 charge attacks. Everything's just one big bar. Now, he's going to be good for PvP. I personally think he could take hits and dish out a good amount of damage. Also has coverage moves. Blizzard, not bad, but Fire Blast is the one you're going to want for PvP whenever that drops in the next 20 years. Alright, so let's move on here to Quillfish at 100. Now, I hatched this one not too long ago. Yeah, it's pretty recent. And I know I said there's no useless Pokemon, but there is kind of. When it comes down to like low CP like that Gyarados, that's useless. Not the Pokemon in general, but it's CP. This isn't useless either. I mean, you can use it. Every Pokemon could be used and take out other Pokemon in a gym despite being super good. As long as you're playing right and you have the right moves like this, you'll be able to do something. Now, is it a great Pokemon that you might want to max out? Not really. Not really, but it's there. It's a Pokemon. So there we have it. Quillfish, let's move along. Now, we have a cool Pokemon right here. Well, I personally think so. Houndoom, 100, hatched it. Not bad. I've only maxed out 1 Houndoom, so, and I've got quite a bit of candies. Holy cow, that's from a Halloween event. So maxing him out one day would be not bad. Although, he does good damage, but I find myself I powered up my other one, right? And I was saying, use it against Gengar, use it against Alakazam. Yeah, for sure. Or use it against Mewtwo, if you ever have the opportunity to. But I find myself putting him towards the back, and he never really gets used, like in a raid, right? And it's just like, he has potential, but when his turn is up, he hits the raid boss, and he does damage, but it's just not as much as the Pokemon that were set before him. With that said, he's great for attacking gyms. I mean, maybe, depends what the types are in there. But nonetheless, cool Pokemon, good Pokemon, strong Pokemon to have. And I'm happy he's on my 100% team. Pretty neat. Alright, Stantler. Alright, now I could... I definitely really... I said I have love for all Pokemon. I have a little love for Stantler. I'll probably be dropping him in gyms around Christmas time. Just for fun, you know. Santa's, you know, reindeer. But, definitely never going to power it up. There's no point. He does have no Mega Evolution. He has no other evolution. It doesn't reach, like, some sort of crazy CP. And, his stats aren't out of control. Good. Sorry, Stantler. Happy you're on the 100 team, but you just look too weird to me. Sorry. Is that it? There's no way. No. Alright, so let's make sure 2 Gyarados are up on here. Nope, only 1. Alright, so let's count it. It's 19. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Well, shall we make that 20? Because I have another Gyarados. Let's go find him. And that'll make it at 20. There we go. And who knows, maybe I have a few more 100s in there. I definitely know... Oops, that is my other recorder. Let's get that out of the way. I do know I have transferred 100s. I can't say I know, but I've mass transferred so many without checking. There was one bound to be in there. Alright, so we have 20. And which one was the newest one I added? Not that one. There we go. Let's see the dates, how far between I got them. So 8/23/16 and 9, almost just a month away each. Pretty cool. Yeah, I was hatching so many Magikarps. I don't know, back in the day, because, I don't know. Just hatching them. Alright, so with that said, there you have it. Let's just take a look here. If I had to pick 2 of my favorite 100s right here, who would I pick? I think you guys already know one. It's going to be Gengar. Alright. And let me see here. Who would be my other pick? Either Crobat or Victory Bell. Or Charizard. Or Machamp. Sorry, I can't pick 2. I have to pick 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 6. Can't pick 1. Alright, so there you have it. My 100 Pokemon. Pretty neat collection. I know there's people out there with a lot more. I don't know. My luck on finding 100s is just kind of not too great. I mean, I have a great collection. I'm happy with this. But I've just seen other people lower level or don't play as much. They have a lot of 100s. I'm just like, dang, nice. But where are mine? I've been hatching eggs like crazy. With that said, I can go through all my Pokemon, and we can find 95 Pokemon for days. I have so many of them. But alright, I'm going to let you guys go now. Thank you for watching. Look out for some more videos later today. Be safe out there. Stay warm, depending on where you live. It is getting chilly here in Anchorage. Literally cannot walk around. I mean, you can walk around. I mean, nothing's going to happen, but... Personally, for me, I'm not walking around anywhere. If I'm playing the game, it's either going to be in the car or inside somewhere, period. If there's some sort of rare Pokemon I need to get to and I can't drive there, then obviously I'll get my stuff on, I'll bundle up and get out there. But other than that, not going to happen. Alrighty. Now, with that said, won't load, huh, Gengar? Or, there you go. Oh, speaking of Gengar, hold up, let me back out. Look what I caught last night. Let's go to recents. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gengar. It's not great or anything, but I think that was pretty cool. I caught it at Target. So, attack is his greatest feature. Alright, cool. I did hatch this. I know. Pretty neat. But ever since they nerfed that CP, it's still good. It's a tank. You'd like to throw one of those in there if you want to actually stay in there for a minute, or if you want them to have a bit of trouble and then just give it a golden raspberry a few times. That works out. But I don't recommend you use the water moves to drop them in. I think it should have the ice moves. That's just me. Anyways, I think that's good enough now. And I caught some more Suicunes yesterday. That video is going to be coming soon. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch y'all later.